I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to put these classic heads on articulated bodies. Coming up after this. This might be a bit sacrilegious, but do we really like the vintage Ken bodies? Maybe we do. I don't know. I just know that I will have a lot more fun if I put them on articulated bodies. I am right now obsessed with the Max Steel bodies, especially this latest one that has double joints. It's a made-to-move Max Steel. It's so good, but still, these original ones are great too. Now, the idea to do this came from me, first of all, putting on Ken heads. So Ken heads fit well. I kind of have found the perfect custom for it. Well, it's not perfect, but the custom that I prefer to do it. We don't have full range of motion by doing this to their heads, but it's easily swappable and it's nice and tight, and it is the method that I have chosen. I can't get some method. You can kind of bend it into places too. And I am so happy with how many different heads that are coming out now that are matching this skin tone. So I have plenty of options to mix and match. But I was thinking about how I don't really take advantage of how much I love these ones. And now that I have this opportunity to do it, some of the villains from the Max Steel line were put on heads just like this. They had the same kind of connection as the old ones, same series, same line, but the Max Steel heads were like this, and the villains were like this. And I took a couple and I hollowed out their heads. This guy has a dating fun wig on and a mask. He's getting ready for an Instagram picture for sure. But this head, and this is a different method that I tried without cutting around and hollowing out the thing. And I felt really bad about destroying this figure because I can't put the head now back on the original body. But the body had limited articulation, way more limited articulation than this Max Steel. So this is the new method. So this is when you take off a Max Steel head, this is what you're left with usually. There are some that vary. This one was a little bit different. That's how I discovered that it's best to chisel away at this disc here and then take off those protection tabs, and until you get this, and then I just wrap this with tape until I come up with this. And so I guess you do want to create this hollow, so I don't think I can just cut out. Is it here? Cut off this. I think I do have to cut around to make it go down around the stub a bit more to make it fit best. So, but I am going to try this time to just cut this off and see how that fits. So that's what we're doing today. And maybe I will start with this guy because I do have more of him than I only have one Dereck, but just the fact that I will be able to use these is very exciting for me. And the skin tone is a pretty good fit. I can already tell that it's not going to work without me cutting off a lot. I even have the equipment that I need here. I think I have a knife. I did have a knife when I started doing this the first time. I think I would be more prepared. So I am going to cut, first of all, just that round part. So I'm gonna see. And you can be very this is dangerous. You could ruin the head. I did slice out this a little more than I wanted to. Oh yeah, see in the back there, I think I cut out more, but I noticed that when it's on, whoa. I notice when it's on that you don't see that because it does really fit down over the neck and you don't really see underneath. It fills it all in because it does fit tightly on the neck. I don't even mind, especially because this guy is a robot. I don't even mind that the skin tone doesn't match. But these two skin tones look like they match. But let's try something that I never did so far. And that's just make room for the hole. And I don't think it's going to work. We will see. So I just made, that looks like it's gonna be the perfect amount just to fit into here. But as you can see here, that does not look good. It's not setting in the right place. So I am going to hollow out that edge a bit more. And these heads are a bit smaller. That's something that I did not mention. So I'm kind of scared about that as well, because I don't know that they're gonna look as good. What do you think? Maybe they're not. But classic Ken heads, I am surprised, are smaller than the Kens we're getting today, and I didn't realize that. I would have thought that I remembered these as being so bulbous and big, but they're actually smaller faces than what we had. So now I'm going to be cut off as much around the edge as I possibly can and be very careful. I'm cutting off all of the patent information and it's hurting me, but I know that if this is successful, I will enjoy these dolls, action figures so much better, so much more. Okay, here it is. I guess it's not as neat as it could be, and I might fix it up a little bit, but let's see here. And that doesn't look so good, does it? But I'm realizing that this is the super articulated one, and it is made differently. It did have a longer neck peg, a thicker little disc. Here it was different, and I think that the neck might be longer than on these ones, and also the skin tone is slightly different. So yeah, that does look better. Really squeeze it on there and push it down, and yeah, that looks good. So I might try to hollow it out even more and realize that I have to push it down. But I mean, some people do cut along the jaw. I've seen them do different things, but I really don't want to start doing stuff like that. And this actually looks good. It's surprising that this looks so much better than this, but that skin tone really is different. I didn't realize that. This is a much better skin tone for the fashionistas to match. But this one definitely has the red of these classic dolls, and I am surprised this disc is actually helping. It's actually holding the head on, and I'm very happy with this. I'm not sure if this is the body I will use. I haven't even washed this one yet, but I wanted to make this video. That looks good. Oh yeah, I can see some of my sloppy cutting is kind of showing, so I am going to clean that up, and I'm convinced. I'm gonna do Dereck too. Oh, darn. It is too bad. This is one of the new bodies I got, and I cut off the disc, but I can load that up with tape, and it'll be just as good, and I'll put a thicker amount of tape up in it so it will fit into the head better and I can squish it down. I really wanted to show you what a peg looked like though, but oh yeah, it works much better with the little disc thing still on there. I'm happy. Dereck. I'm gonna clean this up and do Dereck next. Oh my goodness. I should have did a poll on Instagram and asked you guys what you thought. Was this a good idea or a bad idea? But I guess in the end, I only do what I want to do anyway. I'm just carefully cutting around the outer wall. You can see that there's an edge to guide me. I feel so bad about cutting off the Mattel information though, and the year. I do feel there's some way that I can still go back. I feel like I can put something in here and in here to make the head go back on if I really, really wanted to. But I'm just thinking about what will I enjoy more, an articulated Ken or one that does this. And I know most of you love your made to move Barbies. Okay, it's not a mistake. I am really happy I did this. 80s Barbies were more muscular. They did make me feel bad about myself as a kid because they were so beefy. Models in general were big guys in the 80s. Now models today, they like little thin boys as models, but back in the 80s, they were beefed up, was what was walking on the runway and in all of the ads. And it's not, these Max Steel bodies are not that much bigger than what Ken look like, and I like them. I think this body might be a little bit darker, but it looks good. Yeah, let's swap out these heads and see what Dereck, since that guy had all that rock stuff on, I thought it would look good. Yeah, some of the bodies will have slightly different skin tones. This was actually a body, you can see he doesn't have the bracelet on, that was issued with a Barbie. So this was a Ken doll's body, or it's a Max Steel body that they used on a Ken for a romance novel. You can check out that review, but I'm totally happy with this. This is exciting that it works, and now I can have classic Kens with muscular bodies. I think we are getting a new official Ken muscular body in the looks line. So I will be looking forward to that in the latest third wave of colorful looks dolls. I think we're getting a muscular made to move body. So good, not a mistake. What do you guys think? Sacrilegious? Good thing I did here? Bad thing I did here? Would you cut up an old retro toy? Especially a Dereck, because they are hard to come by. Maybe they're not. They are for me. Yeah, I'm very, very, very happy. Especially Ken's skin tone is really matching these bodies. Anyway, like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. I gotta get them into their rock outfits. Follow me on Instagram. You can see them wearing these rocky outfits. I love this mix of 80s, 90s clothes that are available today. And I put together these really cool. I don't think the shirt and pant combination came together. It might have. I think I kind of did swap and make these my own for their updated 80s looks. It's really cool because you can find clothes from today that fit on the 80s bodies, but like I said, the 80s bodies are really quite big, like they're more muscular than the dolls we have today. But the stretchier things, like the sweatpants and the elastic waisted pants, you'll find things that fit, looser t-shirts, t-shirts without sleeves, and this stuff should fit on the Max dolls too. So look for, if you want to see more upcoming videos of me dressing up my Max Steel Ken hybrids, please do follow, give a like, ring the bell, all that stuff.